let's get into Bitcoin on the hourly here. Look at this, guys. This is the weekly. Actually, let's go to the hourly because I want to show you how good this is. That's the hourly on the charts. Let's enjoy that. Let's enjoy that. Yeah. That's pretty cool. So, it's fun to look at a chart like this and look at where we were, guys. We were slowly creeping up, right? Slowly creeping up here. I'm going to take it from the bottom here, actually. So we're at $64,107 on the hourly. And look at this rally, man. We rallied $5,925 on Coinbase, 9.925% in the day. And that was over 15 hours. Woo-hoo-hoo-hoo, on Bitcoin. It's Bitcoin is the deflation trade. It is the arguably going to be the store of value trade in the next few years because of the way the supply metrics are working. So pretty awesome. And we did hit, guys. We did hit only 5 hours ago. We hit $70,022. $70,022. OMG, that's so good. That is so good. And here we are. We're still holding up here. We've got the CFTC tonight, guys. We'll maybe get some new news and stuff out of that. $69,687 right now. We're just below the 70K. What a move on the hourly. Got to enjoy that, don't you? Isn't that fantastic? Honestly, yeah, it is so good. Crodner Fibers and House there. Thanks for all you do, sir. I hope you make and gains. Yeah, absolutely. You too, QQ. Very enjoyable there. Yeah, it's hard not to make gains in this market. We're going to see that on the pulse chain updates when we get to that. 69,659, looking really good there. Let's go to the 4 hour and have a look at this because obviously this is a big hyper move. We have on the 4 hour. Look at the 4 hour moving averages, guys. They're all the way down here. They're all the way down the bottom here. That's insane, right? So we've got the 54 hour at 64,000, and then we got the 200 at 64,300. And here we are up here trying to bust through 70. So let's have a look at the daily as we get in here as well. So the daily 50 daily moving average is at 64,165, pretty similar to those 4 hour moves in between, right in the middle actually. And the 200, which is 200 moving average there. Look at that, we've punched above it. Oh, that's so bullish. 68,960, and we're maybe $700-800 above that right now. That is so bullish, guys. We obviously broke through the resistances that we had here at 67,100. We broke through both of those on the 21st of July and the 30th of July there. Arguably, we said either the bottom was in at the end of June, which is this week here, where we got down to 57,717, or we were still having it coming up with some dip in the future in October. That's looking less likely now. Obviously with this pump. Now, some people will take the view, is this a fake out? Are we going to fake out here? But actually, I think, there's some pretty substantial things happening here. September the 15th, it would be that time, right? If we get negative news there, that would be something that could take us down. Arguably, we'll see whether the market ignores that. The market kind of has to some extent. It's not really pricing it in on the poly market. So maybe we just ride through that. That's probably more probable at this stage too. We know we've had so many disappointments over the last year with the Clarity Act. I think the market's like, screw it. things are growing anyway, regardless of the Clarity Act. And so we just move on. We just, bull market through that. Flat Earth's in the house there, all in RH products. Go Hex. Absolutely. We'll get to that very soon. Obviously, that's been amazing on Pulse Chain. We'll get to that shortly. But crypto majors are even making it even better. Here we are. So we had huge lows. You guys know. So let's go back to what we had to break. So we had to break these two local highs. We had to get over 67,500. We did that. We then had to get over 70,000, and we're touching that now. So our second major line here, the target. So we're trying to tackle the second target now on this hyper move. Very, very exciting. So let's see if we can get a string of green days together. Obviously, the CFTC tonight could be give us fuel for the fire there, moving up as well. So we'll see how it goes there. And of course, the big short squeeze, right? All these people taking, short positions, expecting the price to go down, making money if it does. They have to, cover those short positions there and, force buying of the Bitcoin there. So pretty cool on that one. Now, that is the daily. Let's go to the weekly, the 4-year moving average. So the 4-year, we've just powered over the 4-year moving average, the 64,245. Isn't it interesting that the 4-hourly, the daily, and the 200 weekly are all in the same zone around 64,000? Isn't that funny? That's pretty interesting. And here we are powering up towards 70K. You guys know if we're gonna beat out this downtrend on crypto here on Bitcoin, we had three higher lows here, three lower highs and three lower lows in here on the downtrend. If we're going to really beat this out, we have to get over 62,700 on that mark, and that also happens to be the 50 weekly moving average at 81,630. So we've got a bit of work to do there, as you can see in this chart. But if we had some nice green candles like this, like these weekly candles, then onwards and upwards there, maybe leading into the 15th September, which would be, pretty much in this week, right? So this week here coming up. So we had a couple green candles. That'd be pretty cool. That'd be kind of the ideal situation, but we don't want to get ahead of ourselves too much. We do have resistance once we get over 670K. We do have resistance in the 74K mark. You can see these horizontal resistances here. So 74, and then I guess we got a bit at 78. So 74 to 78, if we get over 70 is where we could go to. And then it's like, is it going to run out of steam there? And of course, will it do it, before the 15th September? And also, if can we get over 82 eventually? So, it's a lot of big numbers, but we can do it. I mean, we did it back here, done it several times. We're on an uptrend, but we are on a downtrend. We've got to break that. So let's have a quick look at this line here and take this line down, right? So this line here, you can see we've got a technical breakout. We really need to close it for the week, but certainly it's optimistic to the upside at the moment. So let's see if we can close above this downtrend here. That'd be very cool indeed. So some food for thought there. Obviously, we don't know the future, but probably is to the up at the moment, and we'll take that. We'll take that. All right, so very cool. That 4 year, pretty nice. And remember, October is not too far away. For those calling October the bottom, that is looking a bit more difficult now, especially with this looking like almost a technical breakout of that downtrend. Certainly, probably to the upside at the moment, and we've still got good news CFTC coming out. Hopefully, we get good manufacturing. If everything is tailwinds, it helps this to go up to the upside there. And of course, what was really interesting was not just Bitcoin, but Ethereum, which we're going to talk about next.